New York City, do you agree or disagree with the president?
Well, I disagree on this policy on Iraq. Oh, gosh, there's so many things to say. Representative Paul, it's a pleasure to have you on today. You are such a breath of fresh air. You must be an endangered species down there in Texas. That's all that I can say, first of all. In response to that, what the lady just said about, the religious thing, I'll just bring up, who would Jesus bomb or who would Jesus kill? I mean, we're about to go to war and kill tens of thousands of innocent people who haven't done anything to us. Also, Saddam gassed his own people, and so in response, we're going to kill his people to save him from killing his own people. I mean, what the heck are they talking about over there? The CIA has said and stood by the assessment Iraq is not a danger to use its weapons of mass destruction unless we attack him first. So what do these guys come up with? We're going to attack him first. Sir, I mean, are you sure you're a Republican from Texas? Because you are a breath of fresh air. And absolutely no case has been made if we don't oppose this war, kicking and screaming, we citizens are all accessories to murder. And apparently exhibiting ignorance and stupidity is the ultimate gauge of one's patriotism, because both are required to support Bush and company in this so-called war. We've squandered the world's sympathy since September 11th. As one caller said, every country, including despotic dictatorships, have a right to defend themselves. And sadly, when and not if a catastrophic response against our nation, such as a plague of smallpox, occurs, the world will shake its head and they'll say that we got what we deserved. And I'm sorry, that's a lot to say, but that's all I have to say today.
Well, I think that's very good, and I think what we have to remember, though, is that if we do nothing, are we that much worse off? And I can't see where we are. I think we're just stirring up a hornet's nest. And we also have to remember that we have been allies of Saddam Hussein. I mean, we say we know he has certain things. Well, we do because we helped provide for him. I mean, we were his ally. And they say, oh, we had to go in and stop him in Kuwait. Of course, we were with him when he was invading Iran. So we should. People say, well, we don't have to be consistent. Well, I have this terrible habit of wanting to try to be consistent and develop a philosophy that is coherent. But how can we support invasion one day and the next day yell and scream and invade them? And I have a little bit of experience with this. The lady mentioned before that she was a member of the Veterans of Foreign War. I'm also a member. I served 5 years in the military in the 60s. And as a physician, I know a little bit about that. Fortunately, I didn't have to go to Vietnam and have my legs shot off. But it also motivates me to think, I don't want anybody's legs shot off for some reason that is not justified, and it's not a declared war. I think that should be the litmus test of everybody in this country and everybody over on the Hill, too. If this war is worth fighting, are you willing to go and lose your legs, lose your life, or send your kids or send your grandkids? If you're willing to go and expose your life, then I really believe you're sincere about this war.